Gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
What is
Error.
And what a great way to start the show off.
Couldn't have it any other way.
Oh,
What is
man,
going
you're
on,
right.
Canes fam? I am Matty Ice. He is Caniacs. And this is the Canes Calling Show live. How you doing tonight, Caniacs? Besides
I'm
that
doing
little
great,
fuck
man.
up.
Besides that little, well, you know, it's a live show. What do you want? I mean, it is what it is. I'm doing great, man. How about you?
I'm good. It's just the hamster stopped running, right? That's what caused
That's
that
what
little
happened.
mishap. Yeah.
Yep. I forgot a step. It's all
okay.
good though.
You're old, man.
I am.
We realize, you know, that's going to be the case.
I appreciate that.
So, man,
old people in technology don't work.
Yeah, not really.
No.
So, man, what have you been up to, man? How you feeling with spring ball over, and you know, what you been
good?
going on? What's been going on?
Of course, I missed football like everybody else, but I mean, just been busy, man. We the wife finally opened up her own grooming salon, so I've been busy with her helping that. Of course, doing my own thing. Yeah, you saw one of the big ones that came in today. The Saint Bernard.
Is that a Saint Bernard? Oh man, those things are huge.
Yeah.
A funny story. My girlfriend's little sister wants one, and she's in 5th grade, but she's tiny. I was telling her, I was like, man, what do you want one so you could ride it? Like that's a little too big for you.
Right, it's about the size of a Shetland pony, man. That thing is huge.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So where are you guys doing that out of? You guys rented a spot or what?
No, right out of the house, man. We have
really?
Yeah, we have a whole room, and we've been setting up for. That's what I've been busy doing. A lot of the stuff is getting her set up and everything. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, we're ready.
Hey, I'm gonna have to drive by and bring 3 dogs towards you, man.
Bring it, bro. We got dogs all day, every day, 6 days a week.
Got some dogs over here. We don't want no cats.
Dogs. They got no cats over here.
Meowing over here.
Right, we don't need none of that.
If you get that reference, you're a real one. I think everyone
exactly.
should.
I hope they do.
So, man, we kind of got I mean, I know there's not much new like Canes stuff coming out, but we are going to talk some recruiting. Me and Caniacs are the biggest recruiting experts when it comes to Miami Hurricanes football. Couldn't even say it with a straight face. People know what they're getting with us. Okay, man.
We did research. Though.
We did some research for once. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna also. I think we're gonna talk some Canes baseball too, right? That's what we'll probably start off with. Yeah. And then also we are gonna talk a little bit about position battles coming up. After the spring, maybe. Talk a little bit about who we see, what positions, we might need a transfer to come in or whatever, what have you. And then I think that'll be it, right? Is there anything else on the agenda I missed? Yeah.
Unless somebody wants to talk about something.
Oh yeah, we can take a call. Maybe Coach will want to call in. But yeah, man. So do you want to get into this 305 check-in?
Absolutely.
So Caniacs, going straight in from that highlight, anything you want to talk about with baseball?
Friday they lost a doubleheader. They didn't have a game on Saturday. I don't have all my stats put up. Sorry, was super busy. They did win Sunday, so they didn't get swept. They were playing right now. The last I saw, they were winning like 6-0 or something like that against FCGCU.
Oh, FC.
Florida Gulf Coast. Yeah, it was the game that they were supposed to play last Wednesday that was rescheduled for today.
Man, I feel like whenever we do these recaps for baseball, it's like, oh, they did so well. Oh, they got shat on. Oh, they.
But it's just so frustrating to watch this team. I thought watching the Canes football team last year was frustrating to watch, but this team is just, it's like like with the series before, bats out the. I mean, they scored like 30-something runs, whatever they got. Then Friday, they can't even hardly hit. I mean, they left like 13 people on base. It's just,
oh damn.
Yeah, it's just frustrating. It's just frustrating. So I don't know. It's a lot going on in the Twitter world, and I'm in the baseball fans only, and everybody's got excuses, or not excuses, but everybody thinks they know what the problem is, but nobody really can pinpoint exactly the problem. So
yeah,
I don't know. We'll just have to play it out and see.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is how it goes with all Cane sports, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh man.
You or me when we were talking basketball, man. That's well, we lost again. Well, we beat a really good team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, but you want to get into something maybe a little more intriguing.
Yeah, we want to do that.
You want to get into our recruiting roundup?
I love that video. I have got to find a way to put those faces on actual horses that are running. I'm gonna find that.
Oh, like
I'm gonna do that somehow.
And like have it going.
Yeah,
I
like
missed
for
that
real.
thing, man. It's been like 3 weeks since we've done one of these. Normally it's when we have Chris on. But obviously he hasn't been on, so we haven't really done one. He's more locked into recruiting, but we're gonna carry the load tonight.
He'll be on next week.
And he'll be on next week and the week after that. And yep.
I'm ready. Can't wait. Let's do it.
I know. So I kind of wanted to start this off. I sent you an article on 247. It was kind of just like going over local targets and the guys that we're looking at in other states as well. And the thing I wanted to bring up is because the recruiting, the what do you call it? The rankings got updated. Sorry, I couldn't speak for a second. And so a lot of the guys kind of moved up. There's a lot of local targets, that were kind of hot after, but I mean, we don't even know if they're going to stay in the state. There's schools like LSU, Ohio State, Clemson, coming in for some of these guys. So just to name a few of them, Shamar Stewart, the 5-star defensive end. I don't know if you saw this. I think we were talking a little bit about this off camera, but did you see the video of him, man, deadlifting like over 600 pounds? And, that's like impressive, but he did it like with such ease. Like It was like nothing.
Absolutely. I do remember seeing, the final, they just became final. Miami wins 6-0 tonight. Baseball.
Oh, nice.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, but I did see that, and that was very impressive. I mean, 600 pounds, man, that's a lot. I mean, for a kid his age, I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. What was the other thing? He's just a beast, man. I saw a video of him, some highlights, straight up just bull rushing, and like there's a clip of him like he straight up just pushed a lineman into the quarterback.
Yeah.
It was so funny. The ball just like flew up in the air.
Yeah.
But do you remember when I think it was when Nesta was a freshman, he like pushed one of the blockers into the punter? It kind of reminded me of that, which oh man,
I remember that game. I remember that.
That was that was hilarious. But yeah, no, I saw that and I was like, damn. And also I don't know how true this is, but I saw that he's been clocked at a 4.5.
What?
Which, dude, a 4.5?
Fast, bro.
Dude, I can't even run double that. Like, shit, man.
That's great. I like that.
Yeah. So I mean, guy's a straight up beast. I know Georgia, Clemson, I think LSU are kind of like the leaders there. I think actually Gabby Urrutia, he has a crystal ball for Miami. I don't know how
Oh,
likely that
nice.
is, but it's like you know how they have the confidence score now? It's like
Hmm.
a confidence score of 2. So so who kind of knows about that?
That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know how likely that is, but some of the other guys mentioned Marvin Jones Jr. Don't think he's coming here. Earl Little Jr., the number 70 player in the country. I think we still
Whew.
have a slim chance for him. There's a couple of crystal balls for LSU. Andrew Ivins, I think, has him going to LSU. But I think Gabby actually has him too. Oh, you know what? No. Gabby has a crystal ball for Earl Little Jr., but not for Shamar. Sorry, I got
Okay.
mixed up with the names. And it's a confidence score of 2, which I think. I mean, I still think there's a chance that we get the guy. I just don't know, how likely. You talk about an explosive like playmaker, like I just don't know how likely it is.
Hmm.
Let me tell you someone that I do think that we have a solid chance of getting. Wesley Bissaint, the 4-star linebacker. I know you kind of had some knowledge of this guy. You watched some film. What are your thoughts on this guy?
This dude is legit. I mean, all I did was just go on the 247 website. Anybody can get on there and look, and then they have a little huddles. It's just
Yo, your mic is tripping right now, man.
Oh,
Yeah, you sound like you have
anyways,
a voice changer. Oh, it's better now.
anyways, stupid. It's technology, man. You gotta love it.
You sound
But
like Pee
anyways,
Wee Herman, bro.
yeah, really, I do. Oh, that's normal. That should be fine.
Oh god.
Oh man, no, he's just. I mean, he's what is he now? Let's see here. Pull him up here. Yeah, he's 6.
I can't hear you, man. Yeah, so as Caniacs is fixing that thing,
Yeah.
Wesley Bissaint, he was I got to tell you a funny story. He was at the Florida State spring game. He posted like a story about it, and I think I mentioned this last week, but I didn't say what recruit it was, but now I don't care. And I was like, man, I didn't know women's football started this early. Dude responded. I messaged him a little bit, but yeah, man, I think he would. I think I think we're in the running for it. I think even in the
Hmm.
lead. I think he would be a nice pairing. This is something Chris had said as well with another guy like Omar Graham. Both of them, man, laterally quick, super athletic. I love them both, and I think that I mean I wouldn't be mad with those two guys, and I think it's a real possibility.
Yeah, I mean he's thin, but I mean if he can get about 25 pounds in the Feely program, he'll be great. You know what I mean? He just needs to add
20,
a little more weight to him too.
yeah.
But I mean, last year what he had 45 tackles, 21 tackles for loss, and 7 sacks. And wasn't that in the 6 games? Wasn't that 6 games they only played or
It
something
was
like
like a
that?
shortened season.
Yeah, even in a
Yeah,
shortened season. Yeah.
just like
So,
Mr. HD said, he's a musket man.
but
He,
right now he's got a crystal ball headed for Miami. And it's
yeah,
a 6
I know.
medium. So
I know. I think Penn State's in it. I mean Florida State too. I think
this is West Virginia.
West
Hmm.
Virginia. I think that we're just kind of the leaders as long as we don't have like a horrible season. I think he falls to us. Or not falls, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, he'll come in.
Yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely. So I kind of wanted to go over this. Obviously, June is going to be a huge month. It's going to be a really busy month. Chris and I are going to have a lot to talk about when this comes up. Eh, June, he's not going.
Oh, I missed it. He's not
Yeah.
going to pedo state.
Oh man, I love it.
What's up, Mr. HD?
Love it, Mr. HD. Keep it up.
That's funny. Yeah, it is.
But yeah, so I just wanted to bring up like June 1st. That's going to be the cookout. God, great comment. The day of the cookout. That's when the it's going to be a move. Let me read off some of the names that are going to be here. So we just talked about them: Wesley Bissaint, Nigella Kelly, Jacoby Spells, Marvin Jones Jr., Earl Little Jr., Omar Graham, Daughtry Richardson, Ryan Turner, Sam McCall, Ja'Cory Thomas, Demario Tolan, Travius Lathan, Jamal Weiss, Bo Atkinson, Chris Graves, Zane Durant, Markeith Williams. Just eight of those dudes are like top 30 ranked in the state of Florida. And
he's
some
right.
of the
The
other
June
guys,
1st cookout's about to be a movie.
A movie? Oh man, I think he meant to say move, but yeah, no, I completely agree. It's gonna be. I think that there might even be some commits that come out of that right out the bat.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
Yeah, I think looking back, I don't know how you felt, but I was kind of worried. We only had, I mean, at the time we had one recruit, and then what's his name? Was it Brandon Cleveland? And then he decommitted. It was a defensive tackle, and then
yeah, I'm trying to remember.
And then Ja'Cory Brown committed short thereafter. But man, I feel good about all this going on. I think Manny knows what he's doing. I think that he wanted to wait on taking commitments. And I mean, I like what I'm seeing from the recruiting front. And then you look at like June 11th, man, it's going to be Ja'Cory Brown and friends. Have you seen the list of that? It's going to be him and all the guys he's going to be throwing to. Isaiah Bond, nice. Obviously he's listed as a cornerback. I don't know what position we're really recruiting him at. But Caden Helms, the tight end, Quan Lee, wide receiver, Layton Nelson, offensive lineman, and Jaden Gibson, the guy, I think he's 6'4", 6'5", receiver. Man, we haven't had a tall receiver like that since Daryl Langham and Lawrence Cager.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
We need big ones. I mean, Rambo's 6'1". Is that what it is? 6'1"?
Yeah, I think he's 6'1".
And what is
what's D Wiggins is the tallest. He's 6'3". But I mean, I feel like he doesn't really play like it because he's more of like a speedster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not going to just go up there and get him. I mean, we're lucky if he can just catch
one. Yeah. No, I got you there. Yeah. No, but we need some bigger receivers. That's for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, those are kind of the things. I mean, it's going to be an exciting June. I think that there's going to be like a ton of news coming out. But yeah, who are the guys you kind of have circled? I know you're not super into recruiting, but who are the guys you've kind of been looking at? Maniacs.
Nigella Kelly. I hope I'm saying it right. That dude, I was watching his little huddle today. Now, granted, it is a huddle. I understand, they put all their super highlights on it, but the dude is quick, man. He's got his instep. I mean, his fast. I mean, just it's quick, and he's strong. I noticed that when he was bull rushing a lot of the tackles, that they couldn't hang with him. He's just pushing them right out of the way. The only thing, when he gets there, if he comes to Miami, he just needs to work on his hands to keep the offensive line's hands off of him. But I mean, right now at high school, he doesn't really have to worry about it too much because he's stronger and bigger than most of the guys he's going against. So,
well, yeah. What I saw from his film too, man, like he just, I mean, talk about a guy talk about a guy. Sorry, Mr. HD said a comment about Gibson. Going to be hard to beat out Florida. Yeah, I mean, I think Ja'Cory Brown is going to be one of our best recruiters for this recruiting class. But yeah, I agree with you, man. It's going to be difficult. I mean, I think it's going to depend on the season that Florida has too.
Yeah. But they're not happy up in Florida too, from what I understand. When I read on some stuff.
But going back to Nigella Kelly, man, in the ranking updates, he got ranked. I think he got it like a 30 bump or something like that, because I think he's a borderline top 100 player. Just like you said, man, explosive athlete. I think the world of him, man. The way he just sheds blockers too.
Right, and the length in his arms, you can see it. It's just
batting down those balls, man.
Yep, crazy.
Yeah,
long arms.
So, yeah, I mean, I think out of any any of the big name defensive ends, like Marvin Jones or Kenyatta Jackson, I think that we probably have the best shot with him.
I hope so, because we need some more defensive ends. We need some more defensive ends. I mean, because that's what Manny's defense is precedent off of, you know.
Yeah, and that's the thing though too. Like, it's like recruiting. I feel like, especially with this, just because of like all of the everything with COVID and everything, and you know, them pushing back the dates, the official visit dates. I think everything is subject to change. Like, like that. There's going to be so many decommitments. So there's going to be guys that we're not even talking about right now that, you know, we're going to be talking about in June.
I hope so.
But yeah,
because we got a stack of class on top of a class on top of a class. The more we do that, the more elite players we get. We'll be up there with the Clemsons and the Alabamas and the Ohio States. So I'm hoping that, you know, now granted, I know until they actually put the NLIN, I mean, I get it. But I mean, just having some good guys committing out of the cookout and everything, or even didn't I read somewhere where they're talking about doing Paradise Camp again? Or is that what they're talking about, the cookout?
I think so. I haven't seen anything about that, but I don't know. I thought I heard an article.
I have to research that again. Yeah, I thought I've read so much lately. I can't remember who.
I mean, they're doing something for the 2023 kids too. There's like a list of like 10 or 12 of them coming on. I forgot the names that are going to be attending that. But yeah, man, I think everything is subject to change. I feel like there's guys that we're talking about now that we might not even be talking about next time when we're talking about this in June.
Right. We'll see. We also have rescheduled Miss Jasmine to come on. Now you want to talk about somebody who knows recruiting.
Yeah. She's coming on in 3 weeks. Is that right?
The week just before the June 1st recruiting period starts. So
okay.
Yeah, we should have a lot more insight about, you know, who should be coming, who to look out for, because she'll have all that ready for us.
Yeah, she's locked in, man.
She is locked in.
Talking about her edits, her recruiting, like, yeah.
I can't wait to talk to her, and be honest with you.
I know. We got a lot of people coming up, too, that I'm excited for. But what I wanted to ask you is, are you pretty good on the recruiting front?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I wanted to do a little thing before we get into the position battles. I wanted to do a All Hype Sounds Right with you.
All right.
Do you want to pull that thing up and let's do it? So, Caniacs.
Yes, sir.
You vibing over there.
I'm vibing.
So something that Manny has referenced is that while he's been here, we've had a defensive end with at least 8 sacks every single year.
Right.
He's been here as D coordinator as well. So first one, All Hype Sounds Right. DeAndre Johnson will have at least 8 sacks this season.
Ooh, that's a good one.
At least.
Yes. I'll say at least 8.
Okay. Mm-hmm. See, I'm more like, man, if it was at 7.5, I don't know if I'd pick the over or under. I'm going to say he gets 8. So I'm going to say like exactly 8. I think that, because I mean, you look at our schedule too, we got a tuner game. So I think he'll get maybe 1 or maybe hopefully 2 in there. So I think he can make it to 8.
I think so too. I don't think that'll be a problem.
Yeah. Second one.
Let me have
my
it.
guy, this guy is probably one of the most talked about names in spring. Corey Flagg. All hype sounds right. Corey Flagg will average more than 6 tackles a game, which is the amount that Zach McLeod
sounds right.
Okay, didn't even have to finish.
No.
And
I think he's. I don't think he's going to be back up to where to Shaq and them were at. What was that, 14, 15 a game? But I think he'll be up in the double digits.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So with that being said, those were the two I wanted to ask you. Two most important ones that came to my mind. I kind of wanted to shift gears since we were talking. We brought up Corey Flagg. I wanted to bring up maybe the guy that's starting to the side of him, and get into our position battles that we were going to talk about. So who do you see starting opposite of Corey Flagg?
Man, that's a good question. Because
go ahead. Here's what I'm kind of thinking.
Go ahead.
Obviously, Keontra Smith has been getting some run at weak side. You might want to fix your mic too. It's a little staticky again. As Caniacs is doing that, Keontra Smith has been getting some run at weak side. I know that Avery Huff kind of shift over there, and Sam Brooks as well. But I think that with Keontra Smith's skill set, his ability to move is, I think he's better closer to the box. I know that there is some argument that, he's a little undersized. I think he's like 5'11" or 5'10". But the boy's big. I think he's about like 220 or so. Maybe got to put a little. Your mic is like really messed up, bro. I know that there's been some talk that he probably has to put some more weight on. I think that's true. But I like him at weak side. But yeah, you fix that?
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there we go.
All right, so I got to do some. So I got a new computer. It's supposed to be top of the line crap, so I don't know what's going on here. So I'm gonna have to do some research tomorrow. So hopefully by next year, don't do this crap anymore. But anyways,
yeah,
I'm gonna work through it. Yeah, but Keontra Smith. That's what we were at, right? Sorry, my head's all over the place trying to fix this mic.
Yeah, no, you're good. Trying to figure it out. What are your thoughts, man? Do you think he's? One of the arguments to be made is that he's undersized. I like the guy. I think he would fit well next to Corey Flagg. What do you kind of think?
No, I agree. He's undersized, but I think with the way that Manny wants to play defense, I don't think that's going to matter. But yeah, I don't know. That's a good question, but I would like to see, oh man, I would like to see Avery Huff though, man. I want to see him step up.
Yeah, he kind of really hasn't done a lot. I think he was. Right. He couldn't play his first year because of like academics, right?
I think something like that.
And then kind of just like injuries and such. Hopefully he can make an impact, crack the rotation. Maybe surprise some people. But going back to Keontra, I wanted to bring up something Manny Diaz said. He was talking about like who has surprised him the most, like in spring, and like who's impressed him. And he had said, I think, quote, I think Keontra at will. He's looked at home there. He's actually played that position at Chaminade quite a lot. He looks very comfortable closer to the ball. And I completely agree. I think he's someone who can, make an impact. Linebacker play was not a strong suit for this team last year, and I think he can really, change that going forward.
I think so too.
Yeah. So I kind of started with the linebackers first, out of order, but I wanted to get into the probably the hottest talked about wide receiver group. the wide receivers. I didn't know how to transition to this, but so I think both me and you can agree Charleston Rambo and Mike Harley are going to start, and they need to start. Both
They
of them
should.
are
Absolutely.
playmakers. Yeah, I think Charleston Rambo. I mean, just in that spring, I know it's a spring game, but that like one series where he caught like 4 or 5 passes in a row, we
Mhm.
like when have we had that recently? We haven't.
Mm-mm. We haven't.
Yeah, I think outside of that, I don't know. What are you thinking? I mean,
I don't want to see. I mean, 6 and 8. I mean,
but you
I
know,
really don't want to.
one of them is going to be starting right off the bat against Alabama.
Probably. I would like to see X in there. Also, oh my God, I can't think of his name. He's another freshman, same class with
Keyshawn.
Yes.
Yeah,
I would like to see
like
Keyshawn.
Keyshawn too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had some moves, man, in that spring game.
Right. I mean, and X, it just seems like he can't be covered. I mean, he was open, you know what I mean? And then he didn't really drop any balls. I mean, the only ball that he really dropped, I mean, it was a contested bang bang play right there at the goal line, I think it was, or something around there. But I mean, other than that, that one in the end zone, the where he caught that touch with his foot on the inside the line there. Yeah, it's just, I mean, he just always seems to be open, and it's just, I would like to see that on the field on Saturday, not just on Green Tree. I mean, you know what I mean? So I would like to see him get a lot more playing time.
I know. I think that's going to be the case too. I think he's going to come in at the slot. Talk about being technically sound. I'm not surprised because when we interviewed him a couple weeks ago, you can just tell the kid is focused. He's driven, and he cares about, you know, the little technicalities to become a great player, you know, let alone become a successful individual, you know.
Well, his position coach said you can't even keep him off the field. I mean, he as much as he studies and all that other stuff. So, I mean, I want to see him more. I know. I mean, yeah. Let's have X score a bunch of touchdowns. I'm all down with that.
Yeah. Are you? So let me ask you something too. You know the walk-on Dante Johnson, I believe his name is, the guy that kind of showed out in the spring game. He had
that big old, like 43 or something like that was his number.
Yeah. Was it 43? I thought that was who was the running back that looked like Jimmy Murphy, like junior?
I thought that was 41.
Oh,
that could be wrong.
That might have been 41.
I could be wrong.
I forgot his name, but like, man, that guy was like a little like steroided out.
Dude was a load, bro. He was a load. That dude was big. Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, so what do you think about this guy getting some PT, man? Dante Johnson. I mean, do we see how fall camp goes? And
let's. Why not? Why not see how fall camp goes?
I mean, if he can catch the ball, he's already doing something better than 2 of the guys in the the
exactly. I mean,
and he's got a little spin move. I love it.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
I just said that. What do you mean?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm over here trying to find something that I wanted to go over. And,
okay. It's not like we're doing a show live or anything.
No, we're not doing a show live. Ain't nobody watching anyway.
Yeah.
Just teasing. I see you guys on there. I'm just messing with you.
But yeah, are you so just to sum it all up.
Go ahead. Okay, sum it all up. I was gonna say, who do you want to see start, like overall over the offense?
I mean, I think it's Rambo and Mike Harley for sure. And then outside of that, honestly, I just don't know. I mean, maybe Keyshawn.
Okay.
I think Keyshawn might get some run, but I just don't think he's going to start right off the bat because of, Manny Diaz's tendencies. He's not going to start, an underclassman when he has D. Wiggins, who's been there for 17 years,
Right, but do you think so? I mean, from what he said this year, from what everybody else is saying, the way the competition is going and all that stuff, do you really think that he's still going to have?
I get it, but it's like until I see it, like this is how it's been the past couple years.
Right.
So it's like I'm not going to go like against the grain unless, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't remember who it was, but somebody had a good point of why they played more seniority people than they did the younger players because of the way COVID was. They didn't have a full spring to implement the new game plan. I mean, the new offensive system. So I mean, I could see that. So I mean, I guess you can call that favorites, or just trying to have somebody who's been around the game a little bit more. I mean,
I don't know how much I believe that, because remember, like, the biggest thing with like Mark Pope was like the fact that like the playbook was too complex with him, with like Dan Enos and stuff,
right?
And it's like, so you're telling me he had no problem, learning the offense like that? Like, to me, it's just like, I don't know. I think it's just more of, he wanted to play,
right.
Seniors.
It's very possible, absolutely possible. That was just, just another thought.
Yeah, I get it, but like, I think we'll see. I mean, I'm hopeful. I want to see Keyshawn and Restrepo play, but
man,
I don't know.
I hope so.
Yeah,
but here's the thing: as fast as Rhett Lashley wants to go, he said he already wants to speed up the offense. So they're going to have a lot of rotation anyway.
Yeah.
So,
well, and like, talk about, because like you look at like, and you mentioned this last week, going from his year 1 at SMU to year 2, how many plays were being called, how many points the offense has scored. I think from year 1 to year 2, it was like a 7-point differential, right?
Right. It went from the mid 30s to the low 40s. So yeah.
So I mean, going forward, it's true. Like, everyone's going to play more. So I mean, if given those opportunities, are they going to leapfrog someone else in the rotation? That's remains to be seen.
I don't know who's going to step out against Bama as far as the starting wide receivers, but I'm sure after that game we'll know who's going to start against Michigan State, or not Michigan State. It's is it Michigan State? The next game
Michigan
after
State's
is it
the 18th. Oh man, why?
I can't remember. Anyways, the second game of the year, we'll know who's starting, because hopefully we'll have some fight against the Bama machine, and I just want to see some fight against Bama. That's all I want to see.
Appalachian State.
Appalachian State. Oh yeah, the trap game.
Yeah,
that's what it is. The trap game. They're saying
the trap game, apparently. Yeah, and then it's Michigan State, which we're going to that game.
That's right.
We'll talk
Tickets
a little bit
about
that. We'll talk about that after. Just to remind me, because I'm gonna forget. I wanted to talk a little more. We went over receiver. We went over linebacker. What are your thoughts? I feel like I mention this every show, but defensive end.
It just seems like we talk about this every show. It's the same.
I know.
Same positions. It's just hard in the off season, man. It is.
Yeah. No, but I feel like I bring up the defensive ends every time, because I feel like no one else is talking about them in terms of like the production that we are going to be missing.
Right. Yeah. It's going to be a huge, I don't know. I don't want to say downgrade from last year, but I think the production, I don't know if it's going to be the same.
I mean, you talk about they should be first round picks, which shout out to them, to Jalen Phillips and Greg Rousseau, because the draft, I think, is in 2 days, right?
Yeah, Thursday, first round.
Yeah, both of them should be going in the first round. My voice just cracked, man.
I heard that.
Yeah.
First in my microphone.
Yeah. I don't know about that. Come on, Pee Wee. It's Pee Wee's Playhouse.
That's
all right.
funny.
No, but I think, and then too, Quincy Roche, like, it's like, when's the last time this happened?
Man, long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
Can you just imagine, like, I don't want to get veered off in this direction, but if we had Greg Rousseau, he actually played this season with Jalen, and I mean, I think Jalen would have probably stayed another season.
Probably.
Don't you think? Because,
well, I don't know, because if they both would have produced like they had 2 first round defensive ends, I mean, come on. Because I mean,
I don't know.
You can't double both of them.
Yeah. I mean, you could try. You could
try, but then there's somebody else is going to be wide open to come in and smash somebody's face in. So, yeah. So I mean, it's just, yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, it is what it is right now until we get into fall ball. I mean, that's all it is.
Yeah, I think I really like. I mean, DeAndre Johnson, I think, is going to start on one side of the ball. I think going back, I got to stick with the same feeling of, I think Zach McLeod is going to start.
I'm pretty sure he will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. but I wouldn't be surprised if further. I mean, I'm just like concerned. Like we haven't heard that much about Jafari Harvey, besides the fact like, oh, he has like 4% body fat. He looks like a superhero, but
Right.
like he didn't really. I didn't hear his name get called that much in the spring game or just in spring in general. But what are your thoughts? Like, are you concerned or, no, not at all?
I mean, nah, I mean, I don't know. It's spring ball. So,
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't even get to play. They were injured, this and that, whatever. So it's hard to take, things out of it. But I don't want to, I don't know. I don't want to say, yeah, he's going to, whatever. And then fall ball comes, he's not even there. So I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. You
Yeah.
froze. Oh no, you didn't froze. You were just staring at me.
Yeah. One of the things that Manny did say is he feels like this is the deepest core of defensive ends that he's ever had, which I don't know if that just means because they're all around the same skill level and there's
Probably.
not really anyone sticks out.
Nobody can excel.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know, what was it, Greg Tober. So we might not know any until anybody's sticking out until at least Greg Tober.
That is very true. That is true.
That has happened.
So, yes, that has been a trend. A couple more. I just wanted to talk striker. What are your thoughts on, Amari making the move to striker? I think he's going to excel. I think he's someone who's better in the box. I think he's
He
going to
looked good during the spring game.
Yeah, he's going to knock the shit out of someone.
I don't think that's going to be a problem with him at
Legally.
striker. Less room, you know what I mean, to converge. Safety, you have more room to convert. Striker, you got less room. So, less targeting calls for sure. Much less, if any. To be honest,
I would hope so. I think. We still got Gill there too. I like that depth. I think that Amari can kind of keep the production that Keontra had, and I think Keontra is going to take a step up at outside. One thing I did want to mention, I forgot to mention this when we were talking about the outside linebackers. Did you see what happened with that linebacker from Texas that was supposedly going to transfer here? But then he had a discussion with Manny Diaz like on Friday night, and then all of a sudden, he's not coming here.
Yeah, Coach actually sent me a text about that.
Yeah, I messaged him a little bit too about that.
Yeah. So go ahead while I look it up.
Yeah, no, I think, man, he was the leading tackler at Texas, averaged like 7 tackles a game, which is more than our starting linebackers last season. Laterally looked super quick. I only saw a little bit of film on him. He seemed like he was pretty good in coverage as well. I don't know why he wasn't a take. I feel like it's either Manny knows someone else is available and that's what they're kind of looking at. There's rumors that he wanted a starting spot, guaranteed, and Manny was like, no. If he was here, he would start.
Probably.
And
most
that's when has that ever stopped a coach? Like, oh yeah, you'll start, and then
right.
No,
I don't know what he was told. I don't know what was said. We'll probably never know what was said. But some people are thinking that Coach Manny's doing his seniority thing and picking his favorites, and that's why he's not coming.
Yeah, but I think the thing is too, like, it's like we as fans and stuff, we didn't know this guy until like the rumors happened and like they were talking, So what's to say he's not just going to get some other linebacker that we've never freaking heard of, who is all world? Like, what about the USC guy?
Right? Have we heard anything from him?
Vegas.
Is he still in the portal? Do we know?
Yeah, he is. I think he's just kind of waiting to see what happens with things. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's like Pile.
Right. Or they have to wait till August 1st.
I think so. I think so.
So he can be put on 2022's
counted forward. And Manny has said, man, 5 spots, like he's willing to sacrifice for transfers, which I think that's the run now. I think it's just like college basketball. Like, you look, Baylor won a championship with like half their team being transfers. I think that's kind of what football is going to move to, you know, that not to say like there's going to be teams of transfers just winning, you know. I think that it's more like you're going to see a lot of transfers, you know, helping a lot of successful teams, you know.
Right. But the goal would be to take 1-2 tops in the transfer. You know what I mean? To help out a spot here or there for depth for injury or whatever. But I don't want to have every year we got to take 5 to 6 people from the transfer portal. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we might see it this year that we might see like 5.
Oh yeah,
5 people, and I mean, I would.
Yeah, because we need it.
Yeah, even though we do have a lot of returning production, I still think we need more depth in some positions,
Absolutely.
and linebacker being one of them.
Absolutely, that's one of the key ones we need, I believe.
Yeah. Last thing I kind of wanted to talk about in terms of position battles, and then I wanted to talk to you about some other stuff, but the offensive line, left guard, Jalen Rivers and Ja'Kai Clark were kind of in a little battle for this position. Obviously, Ja'Kai Clark got into that car accident, right? And he had
nothing serious, apparently.
Yeah, but I mean, I think because he also had shoulder surgery, right, or something.
I don't know about the shoulder
surgery. I think he had shoulder or something else, or was it? I can't remember. I'll have to look that up later. He had surgery on something, but honestly, I think that there's not much of a drop off if Ja'Kai Clark can't go week 1 against Alabama, which it's sounding like he probably won't. I think Jalen Rivers is a beast. I think that he can produce. But yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts on this?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean,
I feel you on that one. I'm trying to think in my head, and I'm just.
You just don't think there's much of a drop off, right?
No, not really.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Last one that I thought was probably the more interesting one to talk about is that right tackle position of DJ Scaife and Jared Williams. Jared Williams entering his Scott Patchin 8th year. What do you think about this? The fact I think it's going to end up being like they split time, even like there might be one starter, but I think they get almost the same amount of snaps.
Jared didn't play in the spring game, did he? I don't believe.
No, and that's what I was wondering. Like, what happened in that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember hearing anything of why it was. But I don't know, because if I'm not mistaken, Jared and Clark are, if I'm not, wasn't Clark a natural tackle anyway?
Ja'Kai Clark?
Yeah.
Wasn't Ja'Kai Clark the one that played center? Because he's
I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong.
I don't know, man. I don't know much. I'm an idiot.
No, I'm trying to remember. It was yeah. Anyways, I would like to see Jared Williams back there. He did pretty good last year, and I think this year with everybody, the experience, I think is what we're going to need. So I would like to see Williams there. Honestly.
Yeah, Manny Navarro was kind of talking about it on his show and talking about who he thinks would start, and he kind of said the same thing of like them splitting time, and I agree with him. And the other thing that he kind of mentioned was he was comparing the PFF grades of him, and then because DJ Scaife played right tackle, was it 2 years ago or so? So comparing the two, and I think that Jared Williams edged out DJ Scaife like a little bit, and obviously that's when DJ Scaife was younger, and development and everything. But I think that either way, there's not really a drop off in that one either. I think Jared Williams might end up starting though.
I think so. I mean, Scaife last year they tried to put him at a guard. That didn't work out really well because he's always played a tackle. He's always wants to play tackle, but then tackle you make more money. So that just because you want to play tackle doesn't make you a tackle. So, but I mean, like I said, they'll probably split, but I think Jared will take more of the the snaps.
Okay. But yeah, man. Those were the main ones I wanted. Those were the main ones I wanted to talk about. I kind of want to get into. We're both going to be at the Michigan State game. I referenced it earlier. Sitting together, me, you, and then a couple of the guys from OBB are going to be sitting in the same row. My girlfriend's going to the game too. I don't think I told you that. So,
oh
she's
no, well,
excited for the.
I kind of assumed it since
Okay.
you purchased. Yeah, I kind of assumed it.
Oh yeah, because I purchased.
I saw
3
the number.
tickets. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just got an extra ticket for our food. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's it. It needs its own seat.
Yeah. For the keg.
That's it. Oh my god, that's funny. Oh, but it's going to be a blast. I cannot wait.
I know the tailgate's going to be amazing. So anyone,
all the plans that's there, yes. Oh, yeah, because all the plans everybody's making. Oh, yeah.
Jazz going to be there. Everyone. I'm just glad we got the tickets. I got the flight already. Just got to get the hotel from my co-hosts over here. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited for the tailgating, man.
I can't wait, and we might do a live from the tailgate to do a what do you call it, like they do for Radio Row in the Super Bowl. We'll have like a Canes Row of all the YouTubers and podcasts and all that. We'll just have everybody stop by and have a good time. What do you think about that? We got to figure
out a way to do that. Yeah, I would be down for that.
Bro, your laptop and Wi-Fi, that's all we need.
Can we bring can you bring a laptop into the stadium and stuff?
No, we're not going to do it inside the stadium. Nobody's going to be able to hear shit.
I thought you meant the tailgate before the game.
Yeah, the tailgate before the game. We'll set it up right outside the tailgate. And we'll tailgate live. You know what I'm saying? We'll broadcast live from the tailgate.
Okay.
And we'll do like a row. Great. We'll have Jazz stop by. I'm sure Bo will be there. The garbage man will be there. I can't wait to meet that guy. I love that dude.
But yeah, man, I'm excited to go to that game.
I am too, man. I can't wait.
Next week, man, you know who we're having on?
I do. I kind of mentioned his name a little bit.
Who?
Bo Brady.
Oh yeah. We are, and I got to tell you something. I actually commissioned him to make me a little piece.
Oh,
so I'm not going to say what it is. So I've been talking to him a little bit. So that's going to be. Okay. He said 4 to 7 weeks. So yeah, he's a cool guy. I've talked to him a little bit, so I'm excited to have him on next week.
If it's anything like what he did today, bro, I want
one
of those. Did you not see what he learned now?
Well, let me just the welding and stuff, and
the big old ass U he made.
Let's just say that he really liked the idea. He told me, so you'll see, man.
All right,
you'll see.
I'm excited now. I can't wait.
Kind of know. Yeah, I'm gonna have it right up here next to my U light when that's done.
There you go.
Oh yeah, but yeah. So is there anything else we were gonna talk about? I think that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
So from now
unless you want to have a little fun.
What?
Unless you want to have a little fun.
No, I'm good.
You good?
Okay. I think so. Going forward, Chris is going to be on every week. Looking forward to that.
Excited.
Yeah, man. So I love the three of us and our interactions. You know, I love how the show is when he's on as well.
It's much better.
Couldn't be worse.
It can't be worse. That's for sure. It can't be worse.
But yeah, so I think we're both excited for that. He'll be on next week, and then we have a few other guests lined up, including a current player, and then Jazz after that.
So, Roman Kane from the Orange Ball Boys is coming on. Oh, and Benched, their new podcast, Benched. He's coming on our show too. Yeah, we got Toast. I'm gonna get him on.
Yeah, Toasted Sports coming on in a couple months, maybe.
Yeah, well, he said he would come on. We just haven't set a date yet, so we'll get a date set. But he's busy with his Toasted Sports on Side Radio now. I think he does 6 to 8 a.m. And yeah, so because I've been getting up really early, so I've been doing some early morning jobs, like at 4 o'clock in the morning. Thank God tomorrow I don't have to do anything till 10. But the good thing is about getting up that early out here is I get to listen to him live, and it's podcast is cool, but listening to him live is funnier.
Yeah. Have you called in, or does he take callers?
No, they take callers, but I'm driving and I'm getting out, doing things, so if I can't really call because I have to use my phone to scan things and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't want to call and then have to scan, and you know what I mean. So it is what it is.
Yeah, makes sense.
It is what it is.
All right, man. Well, you ready to wrap this one up or what?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like how
Guys,
we both are repping the old school Nike.
Oh, the hat. Oh, the hat. Nike hat. There it is. That's there
Yeah.
it is right there. There it is.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, somebody mentioned Al Golden. We had to bust it out.
Oh gosh.
Like always, guys around here, it's always about Luka to the U. You know, he's still fighting his battle with cancer. So if you guys would go to www.stickersbyab.com, that's STICKERZBYAB.com, and order the sticker Luka to the U, and the proceeds will go help him and the family. What about you, boss? You got anything else?
No, man. Your boy is leaving for New York in 2 days.
Right. That's right.
That's
That'll
what
be
happens,
fun.
man.
I've never been to New York. It's one of the places I want to go.
Yeah, I went
place I wanna
once
go.
in high school for my cousin's wedding. Now that I'm all vaxxed up, we got a flight for like under $100. I don't know how the hell that happened.
Shit.
Yeah, the only thing is we have
it's called desperation. They need people.
Yeah, but this was before like everything got announced. We just booked it with taking a risk.
Mhm.
We have a layover in Denver, so I'm going to Denver for a night again.
There you go. There's
yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so we'll I think we're gonna try to go to a Nuggets game while we're there, and then
That'd be
morning
cool.
of we're gonna hit up New York, maybe go to a Yankee game and eat pizza.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
but
Hey,
I mean, it is Yankee Stadium. It's an iconic place. I get it.
Yeah,
I'm a Rays fan, but I would still go to one just because.
yeah, man, of course.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I used to be like a Yankee fan when Derek Jeter was on the team, but like now I was more of just a Jeter fan.
I was gonna say, it sounds like you're more just Jeter fan than Yankee fan.
I'm not really a fan of any team now, don't really watch baseball now. Unless it's the playoffs, that's a different story.
That is a different story. That's much better. I'm not gonna lie.
So yeah, man. So looking forward, we're gonna have Chris back next week. That's gonna be awesome. Bo we're having on. And
Bo will be on.
Yeah, and then Jazz and the player that I don't know if we've mentioned it, so I'm just not saying the name. Have we mentioned it?
I think we have. Mike Harley.
Mike Harley. Yep.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
he's confirmed and everything.
Yeah. So we'll see how that one goes. And
May 11th.
Yeah, man. You ready to call it?
I'm ready to call it, my brother. Once again, subscribe to us on YouTube. Also, check us out wherever you find your podcasts, on Apple, iTunes, or Spotify, anywhere, radio.com. We're on all of them, man. There's even some that we're on that I didn't even sign up for, but it's all good. But anyways, make sure you subscribe to our podcast and listen to us. And we thank you, everybody who have supported us so far. And we would like for everybody to keep supporting us in the future. We're going to try to do our best. And like always, guys, it's always about the you. My man, you have a great time in New York.
I will. I'll be
talking
to you real soon.
Sounds good, brother. Y'all be good.
I will.